Well, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June the 2nd. Oh, it's about 6 o'clock. Nowadays, for the past 6, 7 weeks, I've been getting up, but not by choice. We got an 8-week-old baby, and my wife gets up to feed her about 5:30 every morning. So I've been trying to make it a habit to come out, sit out here. We got a beautiful view here in the Ozarks in Arkansas. You can't see it right now. The clouds are real low this morning, but foggy. But you can see the mountains kind of rolling all the way out through here, and we live right up on top of a hill here on the farm. But come out here and hang out with Dewey. He's goofy. Something's wrong with him, I swear. But it's nice to get out here and listen to the birds chirp. It's a good way to start your morning. But today, my plan is hopefully maybe do one of these once a week. Next week we'll be in North Carolina. So been wanting to do this once a week. Once a week in the morning. The leaf. We had some pretty nasty storms here the other day. Yesterday. Wind blew. Pretty hard. I just got done laying down about, I don't know, probably about 30, 40 acres of hay on the tractor the last couple days. And then we just had a gully washer of a rain. Didn't last very long, but so my plan this week is to get the hay done, the first cutting done before I before I get back to North Carolina and fish the next Elite Series tournament. But I wanted to make a video. I'm gonna be real honest on here. And talk about just whatever. Usually try and read a Bible verse every morning. Maybe ponder on it, think about it, see what your guys' thoughts are. This is me, though. I'm not perfect. This is hard. It's, every morning you want to wake up, scroll on your phone, watch TV, everything else. And this world pulls you every other direction. For me, than your faith. And so anyways, let's talk about it. So today we're not going to open the Bible, but we're going to, for our first video, actually, I'm going to be honest on here. I flew home from Santee Cooper, and I had my Bible. Oh, we've got a bunch of Bibles, you know. I mean, it's crazy how many Bibles we got, but I left that stuff in my truck. And I have another Bible. And there's a vehicle that we've been looking at buying, a Jeep Wagoneer. And I was trying to find my Bible this morning, and I'm pretty sure I put it in the door of that vehicle, and we swapped it yesterday with a different one that we're looking at. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to the dealership in town today and get that Bible and my notebook out of there, because it's got a lot of good stuff in it. And, so anyways, we're gonna do something a little different. So I got a cool package. Let's set my coffee down here. I got a cool package from one of my friends. Back in the day, FLW days, Tackle Warehouse days, I got to meet some really good Christian guys. And sunglasses are huge when you're fishing. You got to be able to see in the water, keep the sun out of your eyes. And so I used to run some sunglasses, some Fenor sunglasses, and they quit making them, basically, is what happened. And so I kind of lost a sunglass sponsor. So I messaged my buddy Blake Smith, man of God. Him and James Niggemeyer, which you guys probably heard of. Crazy what happened to him and all that. They have started they didn't start, they purchased a sunglass company a couple years ago, and it's backwards, but it's called Amphibia. So they took over this company, and I messaged Blake and I said, hey man, I'd love to, we talked actually previous years. They asked me when they first bought it, they said, Joey, will you wear our sunglasses? And I said, well, you know, got this company and got a contract with them currently, and you know, I can't right now, but the time has arose where I messaged Blake and I'm like, hey man, you know, I don't know how long my days are on the Elite Series. They're not paying me a dime. They did send me some sunglasses. And I know whatever they're doing, they are always putting in their faith, sharing Jesus with anybody that gets sunglasses. I know for a fact, because they got their priorities right, man. It's just that simple, and they're doing it, and that's the thing. That's why I'm doing this, and that's why I'm going to continue to do this. It's not just going to be about the sunglasses. I walked around the house and the shop for 20 minutes this morning trying to find one of my Bibles, and so, but we're just going to do this. So anyway, so I get the box in. All right, I get the box in. Send me a t-shirt, 3 pairs of sunglasses, Um, little personal note. Thank you from Amphibia Eyewear, which is awesome. But on the inside, if I can find it. I must have shoved it down in one of these sunglass boxes. Yeah, they got cool sunglasses too. Nice little cases. I got that pair out already. It's kind of a cool. So these sunglasses are pretty cool. They float. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm doing here. Well, what do you know? The piece of paper I'm looking for is not even in the bag. It's not in the box. So that screwed this whole video up. Let me go get the piece of paper. I'm an idiot. Well, what do you know? I can't find it. It really, I swear I put it back in this box here with the sunglasses. Maybe it is, it's just turned. Oh yeah, it's in every box. See, I'm stupid. I went and got my computer. I was thinking I was gonna pull it up on the website. But listen to this. Sorry about that. You have a warranty information card in every sunglass box. It says, sometimes things break. We all understand that nothing physical lasts forever. The only thing that does is our relationship with Jesus. Right there on the front card. Fortunately, we can help you with both. For sunglasses within 1 year of date of purchase, email us your name, place, and date of purchase, as well as a few pictures showing the manufacturer defect. And you email it to their amphibiahq at yahoo.com. And replacement, mail a check for $30 made out to Amphibia Sports LLC in Texas, and it gets taken care of. Got a couple more things on here, and then they've got a Bible verse on the bottom. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. So Blake and James, part of my testimony, I'm traveling. I was saved when I was 15, but you get so dialed in on other things in life, and that's always been my problem. My focus is not always been on the Lord. It's not always been on Jesus. But I go play baseball in college. I get hooked up with Larry Nixon. He teaches me bass fishing, basically. Get pretty good at it. Do well co-angling, and then move over to the front of the boat. And start doing a little better, not winning any tournaments, but one of my good friends, a guy that fished, lives here in Arkansas and fished at the same time. Me and him are going at it, trying to make it. Evan Barnes, him and James and Blake and all those guys. We did some pro meet and greets. We would do them at churches before every tournament. We kind of do the same thing on the Elite Series now. We've got the chaplain, the Bass chaplain, Chris Wells, great dude. So we've got to do some of those on the Elite Series, but at that time, my focus wasn't on my faith. It's there, but it's just kind of on the back burner. And these guys came around. We started doing the pro meets, and they're really, like, hey, when we're out on the road, we're gonna, first things first, we're gonna share Jesus. And so, that kind of really sparked, and it was cool to see other fishermen out there that were doing doing that. Like, hey, they're not afraid to share their faith. So we did those, and I just want to say that to Blake, James, all the guys that were involved in that it takes a lot of courage to do that, and I appreciate you. I really do. It means a lot to me. It's helped me along the way. And so, yeah, this is, so what they're doing is, in everything they do, they're sharing their faith. And it's awesome. And so I wanted to I just wanted to try and do one of these every week. And we'll probably read a Bible verse, talk about it for a second, maybe talk about a little fishing, drink some coffee, listen to the birds chirp. Best way to start your morning. If you start your morning, I know for a fact, you just, if you can, life's crazy. I've already got one of my daughters woke up. I had to make her some chocolate milk. You're busy is what I'm saying. You're always busy. You got stuff to do. But take a minute in the morning, read a Bible verse. There's so much knowledge and stuff that I need. Folks, I am not perfect. I'm going to tell you something. I screw up every day. Every day. And every day, every night, every day, I have to ask the Lord to forgive me of my sins, because it's nonstop. I'm constantly battling with stuff. And it's really tough. Life's hard. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And what can we do every day to honor Him? Well, these guys at Amphibia are doing that. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Him from the dead, you will be saved. That's the most important thing. And I know it's hard. I struggle with it. Everything in this world tells you this is just a fairy tale story. But the more you dive into it and read it and really open your heart to the Bible and the verses that are said and the things that are said, and there's no doubt in my mind that it's the truth, and it is the only way. And there's if you don't have any hope in your life, like, there was a point in my life, even after being saved, where I'm thinking, what am I even doing here? Like, what's the point to all this? Yeah, okay, you're just a human living your life. Reproduce if you can, if you're fortunate to do that. Raise your kids up the best you can, and then you die. I mean, and then your kids, I've seen it. think about your grandparents, you think about your parents, you think about yourself. Now I'm here, 37 years old. So maybe I think too much, but it's on my mind, you know? And so you kind of get searching, you're like, what's going on here? And fortunately for me, it's, I was raised in church, but trust me, I've read and looked and listened to other things, but other beliefs that people have, but there's none of them but the story of Jesus Christ and Him coming to the world, and the Bible. But then you question the Bible. Well, is this really real? Well, there's so much actual historical things that back up, like Jesus and His life, and other things outside the Bible that talks about Jesus, and there's no doubt He was real. Man, there's no doubt He did the things He did. So, but there is a point. No matter how deep and you look into it and you read, you still have to have faith, and you have to believe in Him and know that He is Lord. And He will save you. So when you truly believe that, there is no other religion or story that gives you the peace that Jesus does. And here's the thing. Yeah, I don't care who you are. Well, here's a simple fact. Humans, people, God made us, we're not perfect. God made us imperfect. We sin. I do every day. I constantly battle every day. Kids, wife, everything on that phone right there that I'm looking at. It's hard. And you have to humble yourself, number one. Know that you're screwed up. People are, a lot of people say people are good. No, we're all bad. We're all bad, but that's why Jesus came, to forgive you of your sins. Take the burden off of you. He says, put it on me. I got you. And the thing about all that is you can't, honestly, I've done this. I'm up and down like a sine wave here, in and out of my relationship with the Lord, not out, but like He's there, but I'm not focused on Him, or I don't take my time out every day to sit here and read a Bible verse. I've had spurts where I'm up every morning reading my Bible verse, and then, feels like the world just drags you out of it. And then it goes haywire for me. I'm talking about haywire. Bad. It's the devil he's in your life. He's tempting you. Worse. You need to be, or for me, I gotta be humbling myself, reading the Bible, You got to have discipline in your life. God is that. Everything about Him, Jesus, is sacrifice. Sacrifice and discipline, in my eyes, go hand in hand. So, it's not easy. So anyway, I just wanted to chat and tell you guys I love you. I hope you think about this. Crack open that Bible. You don't even have to have a Bible. You can pull it up on your phone. I'm using my phone to record, or else I would have pulled something up on my phone. But this worked out good anyway. We're all broken, and we need Jesus. Ain't no doubt. Me especially.